That's right. You guys weren't expecting this kind of consistency, but here we are. Ha! I fucked up, right? I recorded kind of late last week. My apologies. So, I think the episode, I didn't want it to come out over the weekend because I'm like, who the fuck is listening to a podcast over the weekend? The only people that listen to a podcast over the weekend are like people fighting with their partners. And that's just because like they just... when you're fighting with someone, you just don't know what to do. You're like, I want to enjoy my time, but I can't even enjoy the things that I want to enjoy. So you're just listening to things, or you're just doing shit that you don't even want to do. You're like, fuck. She just pissed me off. I'm going to fucking do the dishes. I mean, you should always do the dishes, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, every week I try to come in and be like, what am I happy for? What am I happy for? And I don't know, like, I feel like I'm happy for everything, right? Like, look, shitty situations happen all the time. Like, the person listening to this right now might be in a very fucked up, weird situation, and I get it. But, fuck it, bro. If we're being honest, if we're being 100% honest with ourselves, it can always be worse, right? And I don't mean worse as in, like, the stereotypical worse, which is, you could be starving in Africa. It's like, it's outplayed. It's more like, what is the worst possible case scenario you could think of? Like, for me, like one of the real life examples I would always think of is like Hitler, knowing you've lost the war. It's like, you have nowhere to fucking go. You're done. You're done. They're gonna come to you. He already learned about Stalin and all them that fuck happened in Italy. They fucking wrapped the family's fucking feet and dragged them for 100 miles and said, we're hanging you as an example. Hitler knew that was coming. And worse, like that feeling that he felt, like in that moment I was thinking like, oof, it's got to be the worst feeling. But then again, Hitler's never been beat by my dad for not being the most attentive in class during a parent-teacher interview. So, you know, you're picking your shoes. Now, I'm just happy. Just chill. Can't complain, guys. Now, one thing I can complain about is somebody no one here knows of, but when I explain it, you don't need to know about him. His name is Foolio. He's a rapper from Florida. Not like Kodak. Kodak is a real ass rapper, but this, you know, he's he was an up and coming artist. If we're being 100% honest, there's plenty of artists, but he's really up and coming. Now, he got killed recently, and I feel like lately with rappers, it's like fucking the Japanese with suicide. It's just become so traditional. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like the impoko, whatever it is, seppuku. I'm fucking retarded. Sorry, guys. In Shogun, it's like, you know, if you hang my fucking bird, I'm gonna hang my meal outside. If you don't like it and you bring it inside because of the smell, it's forbidden. And then you do it, and then you kill yourself. Like it's, I'm going on a tangent about Shogun. Now, with Foolio, this rapper, it's hard. It gets hard to feel bad for these rappers because they put themselves in these situations. Half the time, they get famous from these situations. So what this kid did, right? My earliest memory of him was he was known for a rap song and rap music video that he made on his opps fucking cemetery, right? Like his enemy cemetery. So the kid's dead and he's dancing on his grave. He's pouring some alcohol out. He's being mad disrespectful, right? Talking about his death. It's, yeah, whatever. Demon music. And when it came out, I remember so clearly. People were like, they were like, this can't end well. Not like, I think just because of the energy you're putting out in the world, like it really is going to reciprocate. And I think this came out 3 years ago. And I've always seen him like making headway, like here and there. I see his name, but as into a lot of raps, I'm like, oh, it's just another nigga. Anyway, he dies yesterday. Shot, killed. And there are fucking photos of him everywhere. This song's coming out. It's like, it's almost unbelievable. The fuck, like, what we're seeing. I'm like, it almost seems orchestrated. The Jews, I'm just playing. But he's like, this, like, the guys that he fucking, like, his ops had music ready to bang. Like, this is how you get on by, not saying you kill the op, but, you fucking op dies and you fucking make music about it, you make cloud about it. I mean, the same shit happened with fucking Chief Keef and fucking King Von and all them bitch ass niggas. Like, it is mental, right? Smoking on Tuka. Tuka's a 13-year-old kid that was murdered in gang violence. And they still, like, perpetuate it today. And it is a fucking problem, and I think, look, I don't want to speak, it's hard because I don't think the African American community is the same as, like, let's say the African Australian community, the certain African communities in Africa, like in each country, but there are similar qualities that we have, right? It's because we've all dealt with, I think, some type of, like, oppression in one way or the other, in terms of not just your skin color, which would be for the African Americans, but, for Africans, like your tribe, your peoples. At one point, we've all fucked each other over. That's just the way it's been. Now, in saying that, I think we have a tendency to close ourselves off a little bit, right? Like, we're not open to the idea of other people coming in and making critiques on our things. And this goes with everything. Like, imagine, I'm Ethiopian. It's like, can you imagine a white guy coming in and being like, oh, this is delicious, but could you imagine adding a little bit of, She'd be like, okay, thank you. And then telling him to fuck right off, right? Truth is, as much as, y'all love Jetta, it slaps. It could get better. We don't even know because we would be open to it. So, but in this thing, I think the conversation needs to be had. Like, niggas is killing each other like they're fucking ants. You can't even be a famous rapper without fucking dying these days. And maybe, they bring the energy and that's how they get on. But whose fault is that? Ours. Well, I would say the kids, because I'm an uncle these days, So fuck that, it's the kids. Now, the only thing worse about Foolio dying, I don't even care, I'll be honest. I don't even care. Why do I pretend to care? It's Kendrick Lamar's concert. Now, you guys know I'm avid. I don't say avid, but I'm a believer that Drake is the greatest artist of all time. Is the greatest rapper of all time. Pardon my mistake. And I love that Kendrick's getting this energy, this wave that, you guys feel is deserved. I personally didn't think he won the rap beef, but at the end of the day, the people decide what's hot, what's not. Doesn't matter what I think. And if people are saying Kendrick Lamar's, songs are it, hey, he wins the beef in the public eye, right? What can I say about that? Nothing. If you ask me about my personal opinion or bar to bar, whatever, we can have a conversation. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Drake killed Meek Mill in back-to-back. And if I'm being honest, I don't remember one line on Meek Mill's diss song. And it could have been the craziest bars, but it didn't slap. Like back-to-back. And right now, Not Like Us is back-to-back. And it's just against Drake. Yeah, such is life. So, celebrate it, guys. Because it's going to be a matter of time before y'all get back on your knees. Drake's going to come do the same venue, and that petty-ass nigga is petty. Respect, my brother. Respect. He's going to do say Kendrick did 4 shows. Drake's going to do 5. You know what I'm saying? And, I think I'm pretty curious to see how these guys in 5 years are going to be. Are we cool? We enemies? But I'm just if I'm Drake, I'm holding this shit. And he's light-skinned. I'm dark-skinned. I can let shit go. That nigga, hell nah. He shouldn't either. Hold it. Simmer in it. Feel it. Let it burn. Because fuck them niggas, right? Now, kind of off topic, but one of our guests, I say our guests as in people listening, was Antwan Michael Simmons, right? And he, I think it was in episode 3, talked about during the George Floyd riots, one of my first earliest episodes, he broke it down. He broke down the idea of protesting versus rioting versus fucking, I don't know, like all these things, right? And Antwan was one of my first professors ever at UCLA in African American Studies. And I'm not saying this because he taught African American Studies, but I have never met a professor, teacher, even enthusiast love the work the way this man loves his work. And not only loves it, loves to teach it, loves to be challenged by it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, why he's so cool. And we didn't even have fucking homework. We didn't have no homework. But, or he would believe like, no matter what, you're going to get an A grade. But you have to give in your assignment, whatever it was, and he would fucking critique it like a motherfucker. Read. And just because he didn't believe in grades, it didn't change the fact that he knew how to grade you, right? So he's like, yeah, it's dumb shit. Here's your A. You did the assignment. You tried your best, but it's really an F. Killed me. And he's like, bring it back to me. We'll see if we can fix it. Dude is a phenom. The way he speaks, I have never been held to listen to anybody in real life, at least, like him. I could listen to this motherfucker talk for 3 hours. He could talk about fucking Ritz crackers for all I care. And he is just that engaging, that fucking enthusiastic, just that authentic, to be honest, right? And now he's going to be on TikTok, which I always thought was funny because personally, me, I don't like TikTok because they would explain these grasp concept theories that he would teach us, for example, take us a whole fucking 10 weeks to learn, and then these guys will try to explain in 30 seconds. And there is a way to explain things in 30 seconds, but they can't even get it because they don't even get the concept. But I saw he's better going now on TikTok. He's going on Netflix documentaries, and I'm like, this is for the youth. This is who you should listen to. If you're on the wall about any belief, right? If you're super pro-black, if you're on the fence, I'm not sure if this is pro-black or is this racist? Am I feeling away? Why am I feeling away? Whatever. If you're hella racist white person, or you're just like, oh, all them blacks are bullshitting, this is who you listen to. This is who puts it out plain and simple. And you don't even have to agree, which is what I love. Because I don't agree with this guy that often, you know? But he gives me a true, like, what's it called? Like introspective to all the ideas and thoughts. Whether I agree with it or not, I can still see where they come from. And if it comes from a genuine place, I might be like, look, I still don't agree. Not for me. But thank you for showing it to me in that way. You know? And then he'll show me other things that I'm like, holy shit, this is what I'm talking about. You know? So, I don't know. One day he might run for election and they're going to say, hey, take down episode 3-4. It's called Minnesota Burning. And maybe they won't. But all I know is I'm just super excited to see this man succeed, and you guys are going to see him on fucking TV.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
As we continue talking about this bullshit, one of the things I've noticed that's happening right now in our time, in real life, and we're witnessing it, yes, me, you, and it's actually mental, is the rise of fucking streaming, right? And today I want to talk about one person in particular. It's my boy IShowSpeed. If you don't know who that is, that's the guy that created the term Sway. So Ronaldo has the celebration, see, and then IShowSpeed is Sway or Shui. I don't know what the fuck he calls it, right? Now, Speed is an interesting kid because he started streaming, I don't know, a while ago. He might be 20 now, and he's traveling the world. He used to stream playing Fortnite, and he would just be insulting people. He would fucking burn his house down using fireworks. That's just his personality, right? Beginning, I thought it was super annoying. Every now and again, I see a clip here and there, and I'm like, kind of funny, but like, not enough for me to fucking watch for 6 hours. Now, streaming is interesting because now you have people like Kai Cenat. To be honest, that's the only person I know. But like kids especially, watch them all day. And these people stream for like 24 hours. They have sleepovers. Like literally, Kai Cenat had a sleepover with fucking Kevin Hart. He had Tyler, the singer from South Africa. She came in and spoke with him. They're the new ear to The Voice, and it's in real time, which is crazy. So like, they're just talking to you. And I think Joe Rogan touched on this a little bit, right? He said that it's hard for people to bullshit in an interview with me for 3.5 hours because you have to really explain your beliefs. So when you're streaming basically 24/7, the kids know who you are, right? Like, people know who you are because it's how can you keep this persona on at all times? You can't. Like, you can't 24/7 just wake up, be this person, because that's being fake on the ultimate level. And kids are not. I think we all know, like, you can feel it, like, this guy's being fake. Or you can even feel when your favorite artist or, like, person, celebrity, whatever, someone that you don't actually know, but you know them through social media or through, their art, whatever it may be, you're like, they're not being genuine in that moment. You can feel it, right? So if someone's streaming 24/7, you'll find those cracks, especially if they're claiming to be themselves. If they're claiming to be a character, then it's one thing. Now, Speed is the only streamer that I never see these streams, but I've seen like the highlights, but he's the only one that I'm like, if it comes on my feed, I'm going to press play. Like, I'm going to see what he just did. Now, he didn't even like soccer, but, his fans put him onto it, and then he became a huge Ronaldo fan, right? And I don't say he made this more famous, but like, he made it last longer because of the way he reacted to it, because Ronaldo's already been doing it, and then Speed came towards the end, couldn't even pronounce it, and I saw him do it, but it wasn't until I saw the Man United like behind the scenes bullshit, and they were talking about him, the players, and I was like, fuck, he must be big. Then this nigga met Ronaldo in Qatar, fucking fell to his knees. I'm sure he's autistic, Speed, but my god, he's like them high-end autistics where, like, I don't know, I'll just keep going. He met Ronaldo. He went and did WWE, got arcade about Randy Orton. Bro, this nigga went to Scotland and did the fucking cheese race where they roll it down that big ass hill and you run down. Motherfuckers all broken bones. And he just did it. And they had a live news reporter talk to him. And he didn't even know what he signed up for until she was explaining to him. He's like, damn, I wasn't nervous till you mentioned anything. This nigga ain't normal. But he's fucking hilarious. And not only is he hilarious, but he's at the Euros right now. And hence why I bring him up. So, because he's at the Euros, he's learning about countries in the Euros, competing in the tournament. And one of them is like Albania. So he goes to Albania from Germany. I guess it's like his plan was to chill there for the day and come back. As soon as he arrives there, within 2 hours, like, the president wants to meet you. Or prime minister, sorry. And the prime minister of Albania is fucking Edi Rama, right? Now, I don't think he wanted to meet Speed. I think his people saw that Speed were like right there and, they make him meet. And this cunt goes up to him and he goes to Edi Rama. Oh my god, what's up, Edi Rama? Yeah, I love Albania. And he's being weird, low key. And then Eddie was like, oh, somebody's trying to call me. And Eddie was like trying to be cool, I guess, for fucking politics. He's probably thinking it's gonna make him look good. I don't know anything about Albanian politics, but I learnt during that Speed meeting, Eddie might be a dictator. Not because of how chill he was with Speed and because he actually met with him, and I don't think Biden would ever fucking do some shit like that. Actually, I don't know. I'll take that back. But because when he went to meet Eddie, they were talking and all that. They were being cool. He clearly had no idea who he was. But as they were leaving, Speed realized he had a bunch of soccer jerseys. And he'd have players, I guess, that were big Albanian players or whatever it may be. And then Speed's like, oh yeah, this is a cool jersey. I don't know who he is. Are you sure he played for this team? Fucking dead. bro, this guy doesn't know what a dictator is, bro, at all. And then he goes, so he's looking through it, and he's like, oh, Sergio Ramos, Spain jersey. This is nice, this is good. And Eddie's like, yeah, he gave it to me. Speed's like, oh, what on the Spain? He goes, a jersey with your name? He's like, yes. He's like, all right, cool. Puts it down. He's like, oh, another one with your name. Another one with your name. Another one with your name. And I was like, yeah, only dictators. Think about it. He hung a Sergio Ramos jersey from Spain that was gifted to him probably with his own jersey that he'd never worn. Can you believe the egotisticalness? It's like me hanging my own personal jersey next to Messi's that he signed for me and gave to me. If you're a basketball fan, it's like you hanging your local jersey or a jersey a team gave you that you never played for with your name on it next to a Kobe, LeBron, or Michael Jordan fucking jersey that they personally gave you. You see? It's a crazy concept. But for dictators, they're like, yeah, what's the big deal? Now, I still think streaming is going to be the biggest thing ever. And I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. But for now, let's change it up. You know, they say like men are from Mars, women are from Venus, whatever that weird shit they say is. I think what it means to be a guy and what it means to be a woman is two totally different things, obviously. Yeah? But I think it includes some things that are so basic that we don't want to acknowledge. You know, for me, I always say like friendships, the way men view friendships and the way women view friendships is very different. We don't need constant reassurance from our friends. We just need to know that, you know, they're loyal to us. That's like the most important thing, right? Literally. Like we talk shit to each other all the time, but as long as we know he'll die for me, I'll die for him, like we're pretty cool with that. Now, I think that's just one of the things, right? I think we all view relationships differently. Now, my dog, Jamichael, I named him Jamichael because every time the vet calls, I want them to sound dumb as fuck on the phone. Like, hi, I'm calling about, is it Jamichael? Jamichael? Yep, Jamichael. Because it sounds fun. It's a dog. They don't know their names. You can call it a fucking nigger. It doesn't matter. It's a dog, right? Now, the reason I bring this up is because of him, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I miss Jamichael. I fucking love dogs. Like, I really do. I like the peace they give me, the, what is it called? Pause. Oh. Pause. I like the peace they give me. I like the fucking routine, right? I think it's routine. It's like, no matter what happens in life, I need to go for my walks. 1, 2, 3. Give me my food, and I will love you forever. And it's like, God damn, that's all you want. You know? And it's hard. It's really hard to understand, I think, sometimes. Especially if you've never had a dog, right? But just imagine this. It's the most loyal person you'll ever meet. And when I say loyal, if you've never had a dog, imagine the best relationship, you know, fictional, non-fictional, like your parents' friends, the best one, the celebrities, the best absolute relationship you can imagine. Just imagine it. Soak in it. Be happy in it. Look, breathe in it. That does not mean shit compared to the loyalty you'll get from a dog. Now, when I say that, people are like, are you comparing women to dogs? No, it's the same energy for women for a man as it is for a man for another man, woman for another woman, they for them, you know. So, when it comes to dogs, right, if you've never owned a dog, it's as simple as show it some love. You don't have to even show it all the love. Show it some love. Feed it when it's hungry. Honestly, and that's it. If you do those things, a dog will die for you. Literally die for you. And no matter what somebody else offers it, it will never leave your side. It has like this attachment, you know? So that's why I think men, we like bond well with dogs. It's like loyalty. And then could you even imagine someone trying to punch you with your dog around? Like, your dog would fight them straight away. The minute it feels that you're in danger, a dog protects you. Not just you, your family. If you have a dog within your family, it fucking... Look, everyone's listening like, why the fuck is he talking about dogs so much? I don't know, guys. I want a dog. I really want a dog. I'm gonna get one. I just know what to name him. I could either name him Cheeseburger, if he's gonna be a big dog like a bulldog, or I'm gonna call him Kodak, because of Kodak Black. Not because I think he's a dog, but just because I get a black dog. And I'm like, oh, Kodak Black. You guys think that's a good idea? All I know is that a dog is 100% loyal. It doesn't expect nothing from you except the bare minimum. Which is why, as well, girls will be like, I'm not no fucking dog for this. Are you a dog for this man? And that's 100% valid. Because dogs expect the bare minimum. And we also expect... I don't say we expect the bare minimum from them. We want them to like be our full, love us, trust us, whatever it may be. You know? And then that's why we hate when people fuck dogs over. I think compared to other animals. It's because a dog, unlike a fucking chicken, unlike a goddamn rabbit, even unlike a cat, a dog will ride for you, die for you, like for real. But I still would never fucking get a fucking greyhound. I don't know why I'm talking about dogs. Is it time for me to get a dog? I think so, guys. I feel like a fucking woman that never gave birth. And she's like, I want a kid now. And then she goes and adopts a black kid. What's up with that, huh? What's up with white people adopting black kids? It all comes up some weird shit, right? Like recently there was like a family they found out adopted 5 black kids. Nice white family adopted 5 black kids. And as soon as I saw the picture, on my timeline, I already knew something wasn't right. And then they said that they enslaved them in America. And that not only did they enslave them, this isn't uncommon practice. So they had the kids working for free. I think the oldest kid being 14, 13. 5 of them. It's hard. It's hard to... It's crazy. It's not hard. It's crazy, right? So, in my head, I always believe... Like, I always give reasonings for fights within countries outside of America, right? So, like, let's say in the Middle East or Afghanistan, right? You have different... The North Alliance fighting with the ISIS fighters, fighting with the Taliban, fighting with Al-Qaeda, whatever. I'm like, these are tribes. Like, they're fighting for their, you know? They're not fighting for a simple thing as skin tone. In Ethiopia, you have all the different tribes fighting. I'm like, oh, they're fighting for tribes. It means a bit more. But then I'm like, yeah, and they have the slaves. But I'm like, I don't know why it feels different. It's because we don't... I think it's because, I don't know. I think thinking different maybe is better than looking different. I can't tell you the answer. Because Brazil imported more slaves than America, but Brazil uses color as a class system, right? So if you're rich and if you're dark like me, you can be considered white. And if you're white like, let's say, I don't know, that's a light-skinned motherfucker, right? Like Zendaya. But you know, Zendaya's so black. Or they might consider her white. Be like, oh, that's still a black person because she grew up in the favelas or she's poor. So it's an economical thing. So you can kind of work your way out of it. Even tribe, you can somehow get out of it, right? Like you can be like, oh, you have a kid with a slave master, whatever, and eventually we're out of it. There's a way out of it. When it comes to America, they had a rule where it's like 1/8. Like, if you had a drop, like if your great granddaddy was black, even though you look like fucking Liam Neeson or fucking Brad Pitt or whatever the fuck the white person is, if you had that drop in you, it's like nothing you can do to get out of it. Like, you're gonna work for us. You're gonna, I don't know. Yeah, I'm tripping. Or maybe it was the fact that you get to learn their religion. They force you to do that, you know? And at least in African cultures, from what I learned, it wasn't as bad. But it might have been. I just can't see it. Why enslave another person because of their skin color? It's kind of a crazy concept. Sorry guys to fucking end you towards the end, but it's a slow episode today. My apologies. It'll be out on a fucking Thursday, Wednesday.
You can't kill me, nigga, I swear that I done died before. God told me that I was gonna be here back in 94. Chevrolet got that motor, diamonds all on my molars. Parking lot, I lift the door up, got your bitch snorting Coca-Cola. I can't even roll in peace, all my cars orange and green. I can't even go to sleep, the bitch keep blowing me.